What's up? Now, a lot of close friends of mine know this fact about me, and that is the fact that I am a huge, huge Venom fan. I love Venom since I was a kid. I mean, when I first remember it was in the comic books, I mean, I was a fan of Spider-Man, but I wasn't really, reading every Spider-Man comic. It's like I would get some, sparingly, and it'll be like, Spider-Man versus the Vulture or Spider-Man and Doctor Octopus, stuff like that. But I never really caught up to the point where there was Venom until the cartoon, which was when Fox was showing, I think it was the Amazing Spider-Man or something like that, in the cartoon format. And then by the time I was introduced to Venom, my it was like mentally my world was just shook. I gravitated towards him. It was like, dude, he's like an evil, black, sadistic version of the Incredible Hulk. Because back then I used to watch the Incredible Hulk live show when Lou Ferrigno was playing the Hulk, and I would used to watch that show, like all the time, right as soon as I come home from school. So anyway, but I mean, the Hulk was one of the characters I've enjoyed, but Venom, that instantly became like when Spider-Man donned the black suit. I was like, hey, he looks sweeter, he looks better. And then the whole scenario with Eddie Brock, I was like, okay, he kind of, whatever. And then when he became Venom, I was like, whoa. And all of a sudden, I made it like a goal to literally look for a comic version that had Venom in it. And I was successful because I wanted to know more about this character. I wanted to know, like, more about this symbiote. And like I said, I mean, the okay, I do like Carnage. However, in my honest opinion, let's all be for real. Remember the Spider-Man 3 directed by Sam Raimi? Topher Grace, good actor. He can be funny, he can play serious characters, all that stuff. To me, he didn't feel like Eddie Brock. He felt more to me like Cassidy, the person that donned the Carnage symbiote. I think he would have been much better, probably more perfect as Carnage instead of Eddie Brock as Venom. So if they were ever to want to reuse Topher Grace, and of course if he want to partake in it, I honestly believe he did all right, but we all know how that movie went. To me, he didn't invoke Venom. He didn't feel like Eddie Brock. So, character-wise, now look-wise, I understand. In real life, Topher Grace got himself in better shape for that character. Makes sense, because we all know Eddie Brock was of average build when he used to work with Jameson, when he was doing all those false stories, trying to upscale Peter Parker. But when it was discovered that it was all a lie, it was a fake, he got fired, and out of anger, he would just hit the weights. So, yeah, for Topher Grace, I felt that because, even if you look at their version of Venom in the movie, it's alright, but if it was just blood red, that would have been a perfect Carnage, in my opinion. So, but, I'm sidetracking anyway. The whole point of this video is pretty much talk about the trailer. Now, the first trailer of this Venom movie, they didn't really confirm or iterate Tom Hardy's character name. Nobody called him by his name. So to me, and plus it didn't really feel like a Venom trailer. It was, in my opinion, was, oh, Tom Hardy, he's infected by something. That was it. That's what I got out of that trailer. And also, the 113 or probably 116 mark in the comment section, beautifully. Hilarious stuff. All you guys are great that did that. It lit up my afternoon when I was reading through the comment section. That was awesome. Now, the second trailer, That's what I'm talking about in terms of trailer. Now, I understand, and as all of you know, when it comes to movie trailers, it's like the point of the trailer is to pique your interest into, to get your attention to say, hey, this is coming out. Do you want to watch it? It's like that's what it is. It's supposed to hook you, grab you by the throat, and pull you in to be like, you're invited to join this scenery of entertainment. But at the same time, some trailers give too much away to the point where it's like you really don't have to see the movie. You've pretty much seen everything. And sometimes trailers make the mistake where they show the best stuff in the movie as part of the trailer, which sucks. So I understand there's that fine line where it's like they don't want to give everything away, but they want to have bits and pieces like a puzzle, but for it to grab your attention to actually want to see it. Now, that's one thing. Another thing, like I said, I've been watching, the cartoon. I've read the comic. I always pronounce the alien Venom as symbiote, and I understand some people will pronounce it as symbiote. Both of those are fine because in the cartoon iteration, I was brought up, when I used to watch it, it was always classified as symbiote. And then in later iteration, it was symbiote, which I fully understand. Both of them fine. Nothing wrong with it. The trailer, though, made me worry when they said symbiote. I'm like, I don't know. Because the last time a movie pretty much screwed up a name was The Last Airbender. And it turned out to be a horrible film. So, yeah, this trailer, that one made me worry a little bit. But anyway, and another thing that I love about it is just based in the comics and sometimes even in the cartoon format, Venom always speaks like a dual complex character. Like it's openly understanding that there's a self and there's a host, but the symbiote is a living creature. So it could be like a multiple minds or something like that. So it always classifies itself as we. And I love in the trailer that you see Tom Hardy. Again, they never confirm what his name is. But we see Tom Hardy verbally talking to himself. But you hear a different voice like responding back. I actually love that. That gives more depth and character of the symbiote, and I'm going to be calling it symbiote, I already explained why, of the symbiote with its host. Now, the payoff was the ending when, we all seen the We Are Venom. Love it. Love it. That alone made me go, I'm going to see it. Now, a lot of people may feel like, well, it looked like it had nothing to do with Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Venom don't always have to coincide with each other. I mean, Spider-Man has so many. He's like Batman. He got so many villains. It's like, why do he have to coincide with other side characters or anything? I would love this Venom side-alone movie. Now, here's, like I said, Tom Hardy. He's a big dude. He can pull it off as being Eddie Brock, and he make it seem more believable. And him being Venom, I can see that. I'll give it a thumbs up. However, yes, it was true. Way before Sam Raimi did a Spider-Man series, they were actually thinking about doing a Venom movie starring Dolph Lundgren. Back when he was somewhat in his prime. But the thing is, for me, it's like, that would have made sense because Dolph Lundgren is a tall, big dude. And, yeah, he could fit the stature of Eddie Brock, and picturing him with the Venom suit on, I could see that. However, he did end up becoming the Punisher, and since Venom and the Punisher are pretty much Marvel characters, it would be kind of weird seeing them two. But then again, you got, Chris Evans playing both Captain America and Human Torch, even though Human Torch, that was long. But I'm sidetracked anyway. But that's how it was viewed. Now, Venom, the symbiote, has been donned by so many hosts, so many people. More of the popular ones, of course, is Eddie Brock. Then there's Flash Thompson, and then there was the Scorpion, But again, there were so many people that became Venom, like even Deadpool at one time. So it's like it's continuous, So, however, for me, in terms of character, an actor, if it weren't Tom Hardy, who would you think would fit the bill as Eddie Brock, also as Venom? Now, in my opinion, I'm just throwing this out there, I could easily see Mickey Rourke playing Eddie Brock and also Venom. Yeah, I said it, Mickey Rourke. He's a big dude. He knows boxing, and he did a great job in The Wrestler. He is in good shape now, but if it was back in his prime, I could easily see him, play it off. Look, young CGI, whatever. I can see him play it off, pull it off greatly. Also, another person, Brock Lesnar. I know it's ironic, Eddie Brock, Brock Lesnar, you get it? But think about it. Brock Lesnar is a big dude. He has wrestling background. He also has an MMA background. He mauls people. Guess who else mauls people? Venom. If he was to take acting a lot more serious, I could actually see him be considered as Eddie Brock. Just, it's like I said, like we all know, Eddie Brock, like I mentioned earlier, he was upset and jealous of Peter Parker. So he bulked up. And then all of a sudden, the symbiote, when Peter Parker was getting rid of him in that church, fell on Eddie Brock, and that's how Venom created. I mean, Brock Lesnar is a big dude. Now, if this was Brock Lesnar back in his prime, yeah, it would have been much, much more, implement. Who else can I picture? I mean, they're just, you know what, I'm giving way too much from you guys. I feel like I'm taking too much of the answer from you guys. I want to give you guys an opportunity. If it weren't Tom Hardy playing Eddie Brock / Venom, who do you see, who do you picture portraying the characters? I mean, I think Tom Hardy fit the bill good for what is presented today. He got a couple of good movies under his belt. He's not a bad actor. He can pull it off. And also, do you agree with me that Topher Grace is better off playing Cassidy / Carnage? Do you agree with me? I mean, that's how I feel. It's like, I feel that him as Eddie Brock / Venom is I can see what they were doing in terms of Sam Raimi style, but come on. To me, he screams Carnage. He screams Cassidy. He's perfect for that. That's how I see it. That's just, my opinion. So, what do you guys think? And also, before I start rambling again, yeah, I'm excited, but I am a little worried because, like I said, they called it symbiote. And, yeah. But other than that, later.